We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Welcome to the Morning Vantage, episode number 32. Shout out to all of you guys. Please make sure you let me know. Well, first of all, hit the like button if you can. That's the only price of admission for our live streams. Simply hit the like button. As I say all the time, hit the like button. Answer the poll too if you have a moment to answer the poll that I posted inside of the chat. I really appreciate it. Shout out to you all, man. Let me know where you are watching this morning or listening this morning. That would be absolutely phenomenal. And all of my blues up in the building. Shout out to you guys. Shane, Courtney. Who else we got up in here? Nanny's take on the world. Blue Rose, Shoemaker. Who else we got up in here this morning? We got Renee. Renee's up in the building. Hey, Renee. Yeah, we got Sweet Angel up in here. Good morning, Sweet Angel. Yeah, we got Carol out in New Jersey, Sandy in Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, number 14. We got Luke in Charlottesville, Virginia. What's that? Skyatook, Oklahoma, William. Shout out to Oklahoma. We got Jennifer out Tampa. Yeah, we got Louisiana. Shout out to Jared Dupree, who's always in the place to be, man. Much love to you, brother. It's always good to see you. Shout out to Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Raid, man. Always pulling up. Gilbert Reyes out California. Who else we got? Ian out Tallahassee. And we got Anya out Dublin. Hey, Anya, my homie Treebeard. He's in Treebeard. He's also from out Ireland. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Ireland. I got people in Ireland, South Mississippi, all over the world, son. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I am not fully awake. I'm going to let you know that right now, but I'm waking up. We got some things to discuss today. It's going to be a really good conversation. But first, answer the question, do you agree with Trump pardoning the sheriff? Huh? Do you agree with Trump pardoning the sheriff, who they said took like $75,000 in bribes? Let me know what y'all think about that. Do you believe that he should be pardoned? All right. I'll give y'all my 2 pennies a little later, but I want to know how y'all feel about it. Do you think that he should have been pardoned? I already know that you MAGAites are going to be like, yes. If Trump said it, yes. If Trump did it, you damn right. I'm with it 1,000%. I stand behind it. Also, let me know if you thought it was embarrassing for the French president to be to have his wife do whatever she did to him, slap the hell out of him or something, choked him. I think she tried to choke him. Yeah, apparently she tried to unalive him right before he got off the plane. That happened on live TV. We're going to talk about that. Yeah, she tried to beat the hell out of him. Apparently she caught him cheating on the plane. This gets juicier and juicier. Hit the like button, gang. Shout out to all of you guys, man. Best auntie ever is in the building. Shout out to my Twitch family. Shout out to my ex family. Y'all are absolutely dope. His wife is a dude, so he's getting beat by a dude. Y'all are wild, man. Is his wife really a dude? No, that's a real question. That's a real question. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, man. We got a lot of stuff that we want to discuss today. But first, I'm going to show y'all something that might be a little cringe, but you know what I mean? Y'all like cringe. Y'all don't mind some cringe from time to time. A little bit of Democrat cringe. before we even get the party started. But please, as you enter this joint, make sure that you go ahead and like the live stream, get settled, and let me know where y'all are this morning, where you're watching. All right, we're gonna start off with this right here.
That is fancy looking. Cool.
The bottom is from Thailand.
Coconut bread from Thailand.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yes,
Ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Sorry, my bad. And the middle one is from India. It's the papadom with the ginger pancetta.
Okay.
And the third is from Brazil. It's a cheese bread with the guava sauce.
Thank you. Just like totally sucks the joy out of this bread tower. Makes me want to immediately like leave. Because I no longer feel like safe here. It's like, oh, my guard now has to be up. I'm not going to enjoy this bread as much because my guard is up. We should be able to go places and not have to worry. I don't think I really want this bread tower, actually. I think I'd rather have to check if that's okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the training. We're supposed to say friend or just not use gendered language. It's like a pretty big thing that Disney has done. Nothing was wrong with bread. I just don't want it anymore. Just because they apologize doesn't mean she doesn't feel sad or offended. Yeah. Exactly, right? Like, if you've accidentally ever hurt someone and say, I'm so sorry, it was an accident, do you expect them to be like, oh, it was an accident? Of course, no problem whatsoever. All of that hurt is now undone. That's not how it works.
Sorry about what happened.
It's okay. I would love to pay for the drink, please.
No, the drink is on YouTube, so
You don't. Are you sure?
you're good. Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Sorry
you very
about
much.
that.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
This man was called a man accidentally, very politely. Thank you, sir. It's ma'am. Oh, my bad. I apologize. And continue to move forward as he dresses up in his bunny ears, as we can clearly see right here. And he was pissed off because he no longer wanted his bread tower because he got misgendered. Sir, sir. It's okay. It's okay, man. For you, you're a woman. When you look in the mirror, you are a beautiful, gorgeous, soft woman. All right? When you see a ding-a-ling, you don't see a ding-a-ling. You see a weenus. You know what I mean? You see a lady part. That's cool. See whatever you want to see. This is your world. Your world is make-believe. Well, feel free to believe whatever you want. But if somebody respectfully call you sir, and they don't know that they're supposed to be playing the same game that you want to play, you can let them know. Don't get offended. It's not like you're wearing the daggone sign that says, look, guys, I'm supposed to be a woman today. Please call me a woman. You know what I mean? On Halloween, sometimes people get it wrong. They're like, who are you today? Are you Spider-Man? No, I'm not Spider-Man. Gosh, sheesh, I'm Iron Man. How come you guys can't get it through your thick skulls? Sometimes people won't know what game you're playing. You got to let people know. Let people in on the joke. You know what I mean? Let us in on a joke. Am I supposed to call you man, sir? Am I supposed to call you woman, ma'am? Let me know. Don't get mad because somebody got the pop quiz wrong. They didn't know that it was a right or wrong answer. They were just trying to serve you and be nice to you. But what did you do? You became an asshole and decided to say, you know what? This bread tower that you guys just now brought me, I'm not going to eat it, but can I have the check, please? I'm upset. I'm so sorry. I got to go. I got to go. I can't do this right here. I can't do this. I cannot do this. What's your daggone Mickey Mouse ears? And women don't even dress like this. This is how little girls dress. Like, this is how baby girls dress when you about to take them to the store and they don't even know they don't even know who they are yet. They just know that they're supposed to be their little girl and they want to grab the closest baby doll to them before you drag them out the house to go to the mall. Women don't dress like this. I don't know a woman who ever dressed like this. And if a woman does dress like this, even she is a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm just sorry. Ain't no woman leaving the house like this, bro. If you want to be a woman, you got to try a little harder. I'm just saying. You just throwing a daggone bunny ears on in the bow and thinking you're going to walk out the house and people going to call you ma'am. Nah, you got to do a little bit more than that. That's just crazy. Oh my God. How you getting mad at somebody because they misgendered you? Bruh, you still look like a man. You look like a man. That's what you look like a man. with Mickey Mouse ears on. That's it, bro. Like, that's nuts. I'm sorry. Good morning to Vermont. Shout out to all you guys, man. And listen, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to that community. Listen, this is how they want to rock. Cool, but I think that's absolutely crazy. It's nuts. Ain't no woman. Do y'all know any women? Please let me know in the comments. Just a thumbs up right now if you know any women who leave the house looking like this. Just answer. Just riddle me that. Do you know any women who leave the house looking like this? And if you do, please let me know. Are they right in their mind? Like, I'm so serious. I'm not trying to be a jerk. Are they right in their minds? Are they going through some things mentally? Maybe. Like, are they stuck in their childhood where they were 5 years old, where they were 3 or something? Because no young lady after 16 years old, 17 years old is going to school like this. It's like these men are dressing up in their fantasies of what they believe a girl should be. And they say, since I'm so late in my life of being a girl, I want to go through the whole process. So it's weird, man. It's nuts. It's nuts, man. It's crazy, bro. It's absolutely nuts. Shout out to Kicks Reacts, man. Shout out to Kicks Reacts. Excuse me, sir. I don't want to be a part of your delusion. Just eat the bread. He called him Bunny Foo Foo. Hop on up out of here, Bunny Foo Foo. After you eat. Ain't nowhere in the world, bro. This is nuts. I promise you, man. Here's the thing. If I ever see a woman, a grown woman, dressed like this in public, I'm not gonna say anything. I might talk about you behind your back. I'll be like, babe. Don't look too hard. Don't look. Look. Don't look. Look. Don't look. I thought you said don't look. I said look, but don't look. I said look, but act like you're not looking. This is absolutely nuts. And then got the nerve to be mad at somebody for. I'm so sorry for laughing, but this is goofy. This is the reason why people call you weird. Like, you're going out of your way to be made fun of so that you can say that somebody is discriminating against you. It's stupid. It's the dumbest thing in the world. It's like you crave that attention. Like, I gotta be noticed. And if I'm not noticed, like, you weren't noticed as a man, and now you're not noticed as a woman, what you gonna do now? You gonna become an animal? You gonna become a platypus? What you gonna be? What's next on the docket? Huh? I bet you can't wait for 2 parts of the daggone season. Pride Month season and Halloween season. Because then you can live in your truth without people talking about you. Shout out to you and shout out to Obama. Obama would be proud. And these are the type of people that the Biden administration would have put into like high level, what would you call it? High level positions, high level military positions. Like you would show up, you sir, yes, sir. I mean, ma'am, yes, ma'am. What do we call you, sir? Ma'am. What do we call you, ma'am, sir? We confused, sir. I don't know what to do, ma'am. You'd be like, look at me and call me what I am. I'm a woman. I am a woman. And if you can't see that, then maybe you shouldn't be in the military. Absolutely nuts, bro. Absolutely nuts. And look, and just so y'all know, I respect all peoples. I respect all peoples. I want everyone to feel good about themselves. I want everyone to feel great about themselves on a daily basis. Why? Because this is a very dark world we're in. It's a very tough world to be in. It's a tough nation, man. Like, we build up tough people. But if you put yourself out there to be made fun of, like, come on, man. That's like me walking down the damn street in the morning with a pamper on. And I get mad that people making fun of me because I'm a grown ass man with a pamper on. Excuse me, do you normally make fun of babies? Huh? Do you normally make fun of toddlers? Because if you don't normally make fun of toddlers and blow your horn at toddlers and call toddlers freaks and jerks and throw containers out your window at toddlers, then don't do that to me because I am a toddler. I got on a pull-up, so I'm a toddler. And if you look at me and I'm in the middle of the street and I'm like this, hey, I'm pooping on myself in peace. Leave me alone. I'm a toddler. Hey, Kicks Reacts, thank you so much for the super chat, big dog. Bunny Fufu. Call you Bunny Fufu, you daggone Bunny Fufu. Shout out to everybody pulling up. I'm just trying to give us a little bit of time to get ready, gang. I am Van. This is the Morning Vantage. This is episode number 32. We turning up, bro. We are already on 32 episodes. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We are rocking and rolling, bro. Yes, it's actually a thing. You can let people know that we are consistent enough to be on episode number 32. Not skipping a day. Happy Memorial Day to all of you guys. Please put an American flag inside of the chat. Put an American flag inside of the chat. Not a Palestine flag. Damn sure not a Pride Month flag. But put an American flag inside of the chat, guys. Let me know that you repping the red, white, and blue. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Put them joints in the chat, man. Got you. Let's go, man. Even if you're from Ireland or another country, we represent the red, white, and blue today. It's Memorial Day, man. We celebrated our fallen soldiers this weekend. That's what we did. We celebrated our fallen soldiers, people who built this nation, people who protected this nation, people who made sure that we have the freedoms we have today. Let's go. Oh, yeah. And the black people, we celebrating the fact that the black people was free. The freemen. Listen, this is something that I learned over the weekend. They say that Memorial Day was created because black people was fighting for their freedom. We're not going to get into all that. Y'all, oh, man, here we go. We always got to talk about racism. We don't. We don't. Let me get bunny ears off the dago. Let me bunny foo-foo. Let me get bunny foo-foo off. Kicks Reacts, that was good, bro. American flags inside the chat, man. Please, right now, let me know. And make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. We have 400 people inside of here. We should have 400 likes. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. It really isn't. It really isn't rocket science. I don't have any flags in my icon. It's okay. At least you looked for one. Put the USA in there. Put some first. If you don't have an American flag, put USA inside of the chat. Put fire signs inside the chat. How about that? Huh? Your love for country. How about that? Put a heart sign in USA. USA heart sign. It's not that difficult. Let's be creative. You know what I mean? We just showing our love for the country. That's it. If you don't have no flag, put USA inside the chat, man. That's it. We just showing love for the country. That's it. Because at the end of the day, we're all Americans. And we will fight together if anybody try to invade this nation. It just is what it is. Do y'all remember on 9/11? I don't know if y'all remember. I'm sure y'all remember, but because nobody forgets that day. On 9/11, bro, Americans were concerned about Americans. We were thinking about each other. We weren't thinking about white, black, white, red, none of that stuff. Oh man, how many black people was inside the tower? Oh my God, all the black people. Well, nobody think of that. Well, nobody thinking, oh, how many white people were inside the tower? How many white people was on the plane? How many black people was on the plane? How many Asians was inside the Pentagon? No, too many Asians gone. No, we weren't thinking about that. We weren't thinking about too many Hispanics in the tower. We weren't thinking about that. We was American, bro. We stood shoulder to shoulder like, yeah, man, what's going on? We need to go get there. Whoever it was, we need to go like fire to him. Let's go. Talking about. Excuse me, I need to go blow my nose. I'll be right back. I'm back in the building, baby. We back like we never left. We back like we left something. We are back like we left something. Talking about. Look at all these fire signs. Beautiful, man. Happy Memorial Day to you guys. Happy Memorial Day to you guys. Learn to celebrate your nation and celebrate one another, man. This is what it's all about. God is absolutely good. Before we move forward, I just want to say, damn, it's hot in here. Before we move forward, I just want to say, look, make sure you give God all the praise that he is due. All right? I'm just saying, you woke up this morning. You and your family were protected last night from seen and unseen dangers. You have a roof over your head, right? You have health, good health in your body to the point where you can just log on and be a part of the live stream. You can communicate back and forth. There's people that can't do that, man. Make sure you celebrate that. It's the small things that matter. You might not have steaks and lobsters in your fridge, but you got peanut butter and jelly. You got some lunch meat, huh? You got some cereal. You got something that you can just eat in your hands. Like the fact that you can chew something and eat by yourself without having a tube running through your body. That's enough to give God praise, man. For real. So make sure the child hyper focus on the things that you should be grateful for in this life, because we are here another day and we have an opportunity to do some crazy, some good things. All right, so let's do that. We are here together early in the morning, man, and we're about to have a good time. Shout out to all you good people, man, and thank you so much for participating inside of the chat. Y'all are so dope. Let's go ahead and get on to our very first story. Let's see what I want to start out with. Let me see what I want to start out with. Yeah, what we gonna start out with, huh? What we gonna start out with? Yeah, I thought we was gonna start out with the crazy man talking about he was what in the hell? Is she getting a tattoo on her for JJ? Okay. I'm sorry. Look, my ex feed is just is crazy. All right, so here we go. Here we go. What's our very first one that we're talking about? Okay, 3 more escapees from the New Orleans jail got caught. 3 more people from the New Orleans jail got caught. And here are the people who are still on the loose. Yeah. So they're still chasing these guys. Y'all don't remember? Just in case you don't remember, you need to recap. 10 people escaped from a New Orleans jail back in a week and a half ago. And these guys got out of Dodge, man. Check this out right here. So here are the gentlemen who have been who got out, who are still on the loose. Derek Groves and Antoine Massey are still on the loose. Derek Groves and Antoine Massey. Jermaine Donald was one of the last ones that was caught. His grandmama got locked up too for giving him some money while he was out on the loose, and everybody else got caught, man. So shout out to the feds for doing what they do, for locking in, making sure that they got these brothers. Here's the last guy that they caught. Apparently, these are the 2 guys that they looking for right now: Derek Groves and Antoine Massey. All right, they're still on the loose, trying to get to these cats. And here's one guy right here. Hold on, this is not it. This is not it either. Van, you're all over the place, brother. Get back to the story. Get back to the daggone story. All right. Okay, here we go. Boom. Let me put this up. All right. Boom. All right, so 3 of 10 inmates who escaped the New Orleans Parish Justice Center on May 16, 2025 were recaptured on May 26, 2025. 1 was arrested in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and 2 others in Walker County, Texas. They made it all the way to Texas, leaving 2 inmates still at large. The 10 inmates escaped by breaking through a hole in the cell wall behind the toilet, exiting via a loading dock, scaling a fence with blankets to avoid barbed wire, and crossing Interstate 10. The escape occurred around 1 a.m. on May 16th and was not discovered until a routine head count at 8:30 a.m. Authorities suspect the escapees had help from the inside the jail. A maintenance worker, Sterling Williams, was arrested for allegedly turning off the water to facilitate the removal of a toilet, aiding the escape. 7 additional individuals, including a jail inmate and several acquaintances, have been arrested for assisting the escapees. The escape highlighted significant security lapses at the Orleans Parish Justice Center, including faulty locks and a civilian employee leaving their post. Governor Jeff Landry has ordered audits and investigations into the jail's operations, citing it as potentially the largest jailbreak in Louisiana's history. The escapees, some facing serious charges like murder, are considered armed and dangerous, prompting heightened public safety concerns. Sheriff Susan Hudson has suspended her re-election campaign to focus on the crisis and rewards up to $20,000 per suspect have been offered for information leading to their capture. Now, just so y'all have a better understanding of what's happening here, these jail cells, they housed 2 inmates per cell. 2 inmates per cell. 10 inmates got out. All right. They only escaped through one of the jail cells. And this happened in the middle of the night. Jail cells are usually locked up at night, right? Why in the world were 5 jail cells unopened, unlocked for those 10 individuals to be able to escape through one of the jail cells? Cameras was off. People weren't in their places, in their positions, all over the jail. How many people were involved? Now, I do know, I just now told you like 7 people are being investigated right now, and one person, the maintenance guy, was the only person jailed for this, because they know that he cut off the water in order for them to move the toilet out the way. So they say, yo, I'm gonna cut off the water. Y'all go ahead and move the toilet out the way. Once y'all move it, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it back on. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna know nothing. Apparently, they are gonna know nothing. I mean, something. They do know something, because now you're in jail. And now they also arrested one of their grandparents, one of their grandmoms, because apparently she sent her grandbaby some money after he escaped for jail. For all we know, the grandmother didn't even know that he escaped. Hey, baby, you out? Yeah, grandma, I got out early. You mind sending me some money? Of course I will, baby. How much you need, baby? You're not going to come around here and see grandma? Grandma, I'm going to come see you, but I got some things I need to handle. I need to see some people. I need to handle some business first. And then I'm going to come over there, and of course, I want you to cook me something. I want you to make me some of them. What you going to make, grandma? Some of that meatloaf you make? I want to taste some of that meatloaf and give me a hug and all that. But for now, I just need for you to send me a couple dollars, because, man, your grandson doing bad right now. I'm trying to pick it up. I just need to pick some things up, move some things around, and then I'm going to come through there and see you, grandma. She said, okay, baby, I got you. I'm going to send you some money right now, baby. Let me know when you got it. You know grandma ain't got a whole lot, so make sure you give it back, okay, baby? You know I got you, grandma. And now she in jail, locked up with the grandmas, with the gangster grandmas. Now, in order for her to survive, she got to become a Muslim. She got to join a gang. She got to start living a life. You got to learn how to build a shank from a spoon. Huh? So that's where she is right now. She helped out her daggone grandson. Now she's in the clink. Her grandson is back in the clink. And this is her life. This is their family story, man. It goes on and on and on. And this is what keeps us down as a people, as a black man. Huh? This don't happen to white men. White men ain't in jail. Only black men are in jail. They not locking white brothers up. They only locking black brothers up. How come only black people escape, huh? How come no white men escape? I'm going to tell you why. Because it's a plan against the black man. Ever since Trump became president, I knew that they was going to randomly lock up 10 black brothers who didn't do nothing to nobody. They just wanted to get out for a minute, get them some fresh air, probably go to the store, get them some cigarettes or something, some chips, and then they was going to come right back. But no, what do we say? They're murderers. They're crazy. They're going to go do something to somebody just because they're criminals. Nah, the only reason why they checking these brothers is because they black. We got a super chat. All right, so shout out to the super chat. We got came in. Let's go. Tijuana Border Jumper. What's going on, brother? He says here, I'm here because I like your work. Hanging out in Coronado today. Coronado today. Shout out to Coronado. I don't know what Coronado is. Is that in where is that? Is that Colorado but spelled a different way? Corona Nado? Is that are you drinking beer in Colorado? Come on, I need some context clues, brother. Thank you so much for the super chat, big dog. I appreciate it. And y'all know it's early in the morning, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button and answer the poll for me, man. Answer the poll for me. Shout out to San Diego. So that's San Diego. Okay, San Diego. So Coronado is in San Diego. Thank you so much, Courtney. I appreciate that. Yeah, y'all are something, man. All right, let's go and jump into it. The French president was slapped by his father, who so happened to be his wife. This is a wild one. So apparently people, people are something else, man. I swear to goodness. His father, who happens to be his wife, who makes this stuff up? Was it Candace Owens? It was probably Candace that made this up. I'm going to show y'all the slap. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, man. But here's the slap right here that was heard around the world. And I need for y'all to see this. All right. So first of all, let me just lay it down to you. What's going on? Let me pull this up right here. President Macron slapped by his wife, which I didn't see was President Macron slap his wife first. All right, so that's what happened for real. Apparently they was having a domestic abuse. He found out that was his father, right? He said, look, Pops, you're going to stop talking to me like that. She said, look, how many times I'm going to tell you, stop calling me Pops? I'm your wife, all right? And you are going to address me as such with some respect. Put some respect on my name. I brought you in this world and I'll take you out. Babe, you're not supposed to say that in front of people. Nobody else know. Pops, wifey, this is our thing. This is what makes it kinky, baby. Who else you know is dating their father that's also their wife? So you better act like you know, huh? So at the end of the day, she wasn't really slapping him. What she was trying to do was she was trying to wipe some Vaseline on his face before he got off the plane, because that's what parents do. So y'all remember when we used to go to school and right before we left out the house, we would be ashy, right? So our mother would take, or our guardian, in our case, my guardian, would take some Vaseline and wipe it all over our face real rough, like just make sure that we're not ashy. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot who I'm talking to. Do white people get ashy? Okay. Because listen, Bill Burr said, and I'm not trying to be racist or nothing. I'm just asking, because what if his wife / father was just trying to make sure that his face wasn't ashy before he got off the plane? Like, come here, baby. Let me see. And sometimes if they ain't have Vaseline, they would use the spit. They would use their spit. Come here. Nasty. Ugh. Now that I think about it, that's the nastiest thing ever. Y'all remember back in the day when your mother would take the spit and just wipe it on your face like, come here. Hold your face still. Hold your face still, and just your face smelling like old people spit. Ugh. That's nasty as hell. Coronado is the richest neighborhood in San Diego. My gracious. Bruh. Thank you. Now I know why you keep submitting these super chats. You in Coronado. Excuse me. Just so you guys know, I have allergies like crazy. They're much better than they've ever been, though. I'm gonna let you know that right now. They're much better than they've ever been. When I was younger, I used to get real big rashes on my neck because of my allergies, and in between the crease of my arms, I would have a rash on that as well, and it will be seasonal. So between like March and between was it March? I'll say between March and like September. Between March and September, my allergies go crazy. Now all I do is just sneeze and have to blow my daggone nose. That's it. That's it. All right. My nose is not running because I do booger sugar. Ain't no booger sugar going in my face. Not at all. All right. What was we talking about? Oh, yeah. The slap heard around the nation. Check this out, just in case y'all haven't seen it. Welcome to the Morning Vantage. I am Van. Hit that like button if you haven't already, gang. Why he play it off like that, bro? That man got smacked in the face and tried to play it off. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Look, look, look. Oh, he cussing her out. He cussing her out. I'm the president. I created French fries. Huh? Gonna slap me. Gonna slap you. Why you gonna try to grab her hand now? She going. That is not no man, bro. She do have some broad shoulders though. Those some big shoulders. I don't know whose shoulders are broader. I don't know. Is that really a man? Nah, bro, that's not his father. That is not his father. She ain't got no hips though. Women got hips. Well, not skinny women. I don't know. That could be his father. What if that was his father, bro? Because if that is his father, then what are we talking about here? Sometimes people are corrected by their parents. Sometimes we get popped upside the mouth for disrespecting our fathers and our mothers. If that's his father, bro, let's see this again. Let's see this again. Okay. So before they walk down, she's gonna smack the hell out of him, and then he's gonna wave. Like, did the people just now see that? Bow. Y'all saw that, right? She hit him hard too. She hit him hard. Pow. Then you're gonna try to laugh it off. All right. Let me see here. Hold on. I got another video of it. I got a closer video of it. I got a zoomed in video. Y'all already know, man. I got a zoomed in video of it. Yeah, we do. We need to see it all. We are investigating. Why did she put hands on you? Why did she put hands on you? Boom. What the heck? Y'all ever seen something like that? Y'all ever seen somebody get the sugar honey iced tea slapped out of them and be like, wow. I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna whoop your ass. Save face, smile for the camera, guys. This dude got beat and then try to act like ain't nothing happened. And then he walked back there, gave her a couple of rib shots. Don't you ever, I'm going to beat you in the French Jesus name. Playing with me like that. I'm in front of my people. I'm about to get off the plane. You going to put your hands on me? Huh? Ooh, wait till we get back to France. He was pissed. He was pissed, bro. He tried his best to control himself. But I say good job, President Macron. You did a daggone good job. So here's the thing. A video captured Bridget Macron, her name is Bridget, First Lady Bridget to be exact, appearing to shove her husband, French President Emmanuel Macron, in the face as they prepared to disembark from the presidential plane in Hanoi, Vietnam on May 25th, 2025, causing him to step back before he recovered and waved to the cameras. Now, the Elysee Palace downplayed the incident with an official statement saying a moment when the president and his wife were relaxing one last time before the start of the trip by having a laugh. So they were just playing, you know what I mean, just having a good time, right? Denying it indicated any argument between the couple who had been married since 2007. Oh, beautiful, wonderful couple. They've been married for a minute. President Macron addressed the incident in Hanoi, describing it as him bickering, or rather joking, with his wife, dismissing it as nothing and criticizing the misinterpretation of such videos by crackpots. So he's saying that if you're jumping to conclusions about this video, then you yourself is a crackpot. Okay, we'll discuss that in a minute. Macron highlighted this incident as part of a pattern of disinformation targeting him, referencing a prior false claim amplified by pro-Russian accounts that he was using cocaine on a train to Kyiv, and which the Elysee clarified was about a tissue, not drugs. The incident occurred as Macron began a Southeast Asia tour in Vietnam, the first by a French president in nearly a decade, aimed at boosting France's influence in its former colony amid trade tensions involving U.S. tariffs. So apparently, he was on a world tour. He was about to go on an Asian tour. He started in Vietnam. Him and his wife, they was just joking. You know, like when you pat your baby on I'm pat you on the butt. We just playing. Girl, stop playing. Stop playing me, girl. Stop playing me, girl. Stop playing me, girl. See, he probably just, before they got off the plane, he probably looked at her and be like, babe, did you just fart? She said, stop playing with me like that. You play too much. And then she starts slapping him. Get out of my face. That's something that women do. You know what I mean? Me and my wife, we play all the time. Sometimes she scares the hell out of me because she's not playing and I'm playing, because she knows that her punches don't hurt. So she would just go and punch me in my shoulder or something because she know I'm not going to hit her back. Or she'd jump at me like this. Jump, smack the hell out you. Shut up. And sometimes she does that to me in public. I don't feel right about it all the time. I don't think that women should be allowed to abuse their husbands just because we won't put our hands on you, you know? My wife has done this to me all the time. Hey, fellas, have your wives ever put their hands on you? Like slapped you, playfully beat you in public, you know, punched you or something like that? Have your wives ever done it? Your girlfriends, your ladies? Have your lady ever done it to you? Because I'm sure the fellas, if you've ever been in a relationship, the fellas in a relationship right now, they understand. Sometimes our wives put their hands on us. That's just what they do. But then we wrong if we put our hands back on them. Knowing good and well that we was taught to defend ourselves from terrorists, foreign and domestic. And if a woman is going to put their hands on you and beat you like that, then she's a domestic terrorist. But in this case, it was just just his father. because apparently that's his father. Yeah, apparently that's his father. All right. Shout out to his father putting hands on him. I don't think it's such a big deal. I do realize that it looks embarrassing. He's the president. How dare this happen in front of the public? Like, they're recording us, babe. We supposed to look presidential. We supposed to come out there looking all big and strong and pointing with our thumb and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? She's an awkward woman. I don't know if she's a man. I don't know if that's his father or any of that. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Those are just rumors. Look at all these rumors about me every day. I just need some time to get away. Oh, look at all these rumors. I can't take it no more. Y'all remember that song back in the day? That was like the 80s or something like that. I don't remember. I don't even know how I remember it. But sometimes this happened in relationships. But when you're the president, it's not a good look. Could you imagine Trump being about to get off a plane, Air Force One, and Melania slapping the hell out of him? Could you imagine that? Nah, I couldn't either. I couldn't either. Now I can imagine Jill beating Biden. I'm sure she used to beat him. I'm sure everybody used to beat Biden. I think Kamala used to beat Biden. I'm for certain that Obama beat Biden before. Like sometimes they'll have meetings and Biden will walk up in the room, be like, and it'd be dark and he can't see. Barack, you in here? And then Barack just jump out of nowhere and just punch him in the face. Bow. Come on, man, put on them gloves. You know we do. Come on, bro. What about all them corn pop stories now? Come on, show me what you got. Show them what you got. What's up? I'm corn pop. Act like I'm corn pop. Put your hands up. Bow. So sometimes, President Barack Obama probably used to put his hands on Joe Biden, but okay, let's move forward. All right, so the next story is apparently there was a Memorial Day shooting at a cookout in Philadelphia. And yeah, let me go ahead right here and get this information right here. Thank you guys for pulling up, man. I really appreciate y'all being a part of the Morning Vantage. Obviously, I have way too much fun when we're doing these shows, but that's what it's all about, man. That's just how I roll. That's just how I roll, man. That's just how. Let me pull this story up. I thought I already had this bad boy open, man. I think I was trying to find something that was a little bit. I shared it with me already. Hold on, let me find it. Hold on 1 second. I thought I shared it with myself already, and I cannot find it on X. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, so check this out. Apparently, there was another shooting this weekend. It wasn't the first one because there was one on. They was on a bunch of people was on like a boat, and then there was a shooting where 11 people were shot. That happened this weekend. And of course, we already know who it was that was involved in the melee. And now in Philadelphia, there was a party where 2 people were shot. Check this out. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Let me pull this up for you guys. All right. And thank you so much for pulling up, gang. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Here we go.
When it happened. What did you hear?
You heard that 2 people got shot and it was a drive-by.
Were you guys at a party all day?
Yeah, it was a cookout.
How many people were there?
It was a lot, 1,000.
And then you heard gunshots?
Yeah. Everybody scared it. Yeah.
And I seen 2 people drop. That's it.
2 people dropped, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. See you later. Thank you.
All right. So these young ladies.
All right, what did you hear?
These young ladies are just now leaving the party. Apparently, they said that it was a drive-by. They seen 2 people drop in the drive-by, and they getting up out of there. That's pretty much what they saying. All right. Here's a story of the actual sheriff discussing it. Discussing what happened. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. I'm hipping y'all to what's happening. And thanks again, guys, for pulling up and being a part of what we got going on. Y'all are absolutely dope.
Around 10:27, men and women hear gunshots. So we have officers out here. We have different groups of young people or different groups that are out here. They're moving them out of this process. Around 10:27, they hear several gunshots fired. As a result of that gunfire, we have 11 shooting victims. Of those 11, 8 of them are adults. 2 of those individuals, a male and a female, have been pronounced. The other 8 are in other 9 are in a stable condition. Of those total 11, 3 of them are juveniles, 15, 16, and 17. And so it's been a challenging day for the men and women throughout the different parts of the city. We had groups of individuals, particularly juveniles. This one a little bit different. We have a blend of adults and juveniles. The men and women were here earlier in the day, saw the activity, were moving those, that they were packing up as this incident unfolded. But unfortunately, the individuals continued to engage in gunfire, even though the officers were in the area. And we're have a lot of investigation to do. As you can see, it's a very, very large scene. We'll be here till daylight to be able to capture. We have multiple rounds that were fired. So I'll stop there and see if you have any questions.
All right. So just as a recap, this is what happened on May 26, 2025. A mass shooting occurred in Philadelphia's Fairmount Park near Lemon Hill Drive at Poplar Drive around 10:27 p.m. during a large Memorial Day gathering of hundreds of people, resulting in 2 deaths and 9 injuries. How come we all got to be on that nigga shit? Excuse my French. I apologize. How come we always got to be on something like that? How come we can't just have a good damn time? How come somebody always got to pull up and do something stupid? How come that always happens? The deceased were an adult male and an adult female, not yet identified. Among the injured were 3 teenagers, ages 15, 16, and 17, and 6 adults, with injuries ranging from stable to critical. Philadelphia Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel reported that multiple rounds were fired, possibly from different weapons, and video evidence suggests the use of a gun with an illegal switch to fully automatic fire. No suspects are in custody, and no weapons have been recovered. The large crime scene and the chaotic nature of the event, with hundreds present, complicate the investigation. Police expect to gather more information as the scene is processed, with updates promised as the investigation progresses. The shooting occurred on Memorial Day, a day meant to honor fallen service members, adding to its impact. Philadelphia has had a significant drop in homicides in 2024 compared to previous years, but this incident underscores ongoing gun violence changes in U.S. cities. This is not gun violence. It's straight out violence. It's assholes who are doing stupid sugar honey iced tea because they know that they can get away with it. They also know that the Black community is not going to raise hell about it because no white people were involved. There was not a white person involved. If one white person was to unalive one Black person, there will be a march. There will be a protest. Jasmine Crockett will be in front of a microphone trying to make sure the whole world hear her. Don Lemon would be involved. Swollen Martin would be involved. You name it. All of the black leaders will come out if there was a white person involved. Well, guess what? 2 shootings happened. 2 shootings happened over the weekend. No white people were involved in these 2 shootings I'm speaking of. And guess who's quiet as a church mouse? You named it. The Democrats. They're not going to say a damn thing about it because it does not serve their agenda. They only say something about it. Hold on. And I got to show y'all this. I came across this last night. And this is Charlemagne the God. I want y'all to hear what he says to Andrew Schultz about the Democrats and the Black people. He still vote for them. He still speak highly for them because that's what they're supposed to do. And just in case y'all are new to this channel, I have to say this. A lot of people have heard this before. I was a forever Democrat. I voted blue no matter who because that's who we were told to vote for. And we only complain when a white person is the suspect and a Black person is the victim. That's the only time we act like we give a damn. But when it's us killing us shooting us, us graping us kidnapping us, bro, we don't say nothing. We act like it ain't even a thing. We act like it don't even matter, bro. We'll speak quietly about it in our church. Yeah, we got to do something about this community, man. I don't know what's going on about this community. We got to speak quiet about it. And then the people who get online and speak, and publicize what's going on, and Lord forbid we got white people following us. Like, man, why you putting on our business out there, man? You making us look bad. No, we making us look bad. Y'all making us look bad. That's how they go, bro. It's crazy. I want y'all to see right here. So hold on one second. Let me get this. Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz. Watch this, bro. I seen this yesterday, and I said I gotta share this with my people, man. I thought this was so wild that they even admitted to this. Watch this. 1 second. Dang it, what's happening? Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I want to show y'all this right quick. Where is this joint, man? They were just now talking about this yesterday. Okay, check this out. I want y'all to see what Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz says about the Democrats. This is absolutely the truth. They don't give a damn about people except for election time. Except for election time. They don't give a damn about waste, fraud, and abuse unless they can plant it on Trump's lap. Unless they can say that the conservatives are doing it. Listen to what these guys say. You got to understand, Charlemagne the God never changes his stripes. The dude is going to vote and back the Democrats no matter what. But listen to what he says when he's in his private conversations. Not private, he's on a podcast conversation with Andrew Schultz, because he knows that the people who listen to him are not going to hold him accountable. They're going to act like he never even said this when it's time to go vote again. They're going to act like he never even mentioned this right here. Listen to this right here, guys. And thank you guys for hitting the like button and for being a part of the Morning Vantage. I really appreciate it, man. Here we go.
Is the difference between the Democrats and Republicans this? It's like they both want money from big pharma. They both want money from these billion-dollar corporations. They both are willing to accept control. And then the Democrats are just like, let people use whatever bathroom they want. Is that the only difference?
I think the difference is Democrats act like there's something they're not.
Right. And now people are seeing through it.
Democrats do all of those things you just said.
And then when we see through it, people go, oh, you're just some fucking right-wing maniac. It's like, oh, is that the case? Is everybody who disagrees with you a right-wing maniac?
But that's why they virtue signal so much. They virtue signal to distract you from the fact we're doing the same shit. We're just doing it.
So you're just using those communities that you say you care about.
Yeah.
You're using those communities that you say you care about as a smokescreen so you could keep on taking the same money from big pharma, keep on taking the same money from the healthcare companies, keep on taking the same money from the military companies. Like, stop the bullshit. The internet is available to people. We can Google things. You can't lie like you could before with the protection of the corporate media.
That's right.
It's seen through. You have to have a different mode that you can play.
Whenever you hear the Democrats talking about how Trump lies or conservative politician is lying about something, all they're doing is projecting. They're projecting. This is what they're going to do. This is their plan. They don't really want to do anything good for you all. They want to take advantage of you. They are trying to get in your pockets. They're trying to get in your wallets. That's what the Democrats are saying with regard to Trump and the conservatives, who are actually here to clean up their sugar honey iced tea that they've been effing up for the last, I don't know how long. But at every turn, they want to say that they're doing it. He's doing it. He's a liar, knowing good and well that they're talking about themselves. And they can speak very confidently about it because they believe that Trump is just like them. not realizing that he's not. Trump is not a politician. He hasn't been for a long time. And that's the difference. He's not a politician. See, these politicians, they're trained to take advantage of people. They're trained to take advantage of their constituents. They're trained to sell us hope and sell us a dream. Then once they get in position, they take advantage of us. But they still act like I couldn't do my job because it's those guys over there. They're the ones that's stopping us. Those are the guys taking advantage of us. They won't let us do what we're supposed to do. I know you voted us into office to do a job, but they are stopping us at every turn. Well, what happened when they had the Senate? They had the House. They had the executive branch. They had everything. And they still couldn't do anything. Excuse after excuse after excuse. While their pocketbooks was looking lovely, the economy was going down, and their bank accounts were going up. Please make that make sense. Please make that make sense. If anybody can make it make sense, I will shut the hell up. I will shut the hell up. If y'all can make that make sense, I will be quiet. I will have a coconut smile and I will be quiet. Everything about this daggone country were going down, 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 except for crime going up, 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 up. And they will always complain that, oh, it's their fault, and it's their fault, and it's their fault. See, the thing that woke me up was the fact that they weren't accepting any accountability whatsoever for anything. And I'm not in the business of trying to blame people for stuff, because I realize that we're all human. We are all sinners. We have all fallen short of the glory of God. We were all shaped in iniquity, right? But at the end of the day, if this is your job, if you were voted into office to represent a certain group of people, a state, certain constituents and whatnot, then you need to operate in integrity. You need to have some character about yourself. We already know that Charlemagne the God, he gets up on his platform and he says whatever needs to be said in order to push the Democrat Party forward. But then when he's on his podcast, he said, you know what, I can speak the truth. And that's only so he can let us know, well, you've seen me before. I'm talking about, like, I hold everybody accountable. I say this and I say that. Nah, you don't, bro, because when it's time to vote, you always vote for the same people that you was talking sugar honey iced tea about for the last 4 years. You've seen everything that they were doing to this country. And you know exactly why Trump is back. You know why he earned the job back. And you see a lot of sense being made in the moves that he's doing. But at every turn, he's protecting the Democrats, and he know that they're the ones that's effing up this nation. One thread at a time, just whew. So that's where we are, bro. Thank you so much for the super chat, big dog. He said, try local to your area. Okay. So you're talking about the honey in my area. If it's pollen allergy. So yeah, it is pollen allergy. So I need to get some local honey era in my area. So I need to try some honey that's local to my area. Okay. You know, somebody else told me that. I believe it was Nanny's Take on the World. Michelle is really good in that. She gives out a lot of great health tips, especially inside of our group calls. Thank you, brother. Queens B Art Hive. Fat guy in little coat. Shout out to Queens B. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, man. Let's move on to our next story, man. And thank you so much, guys, for pulling up. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. Let's move on to our next story. Our next story is, let me see here. What's our next story? Memorial Day shooting. Okay. Let's talk about this situation over at Harvard. All right. Y'all already know what's going on with Harvard and Trump. They're beefing right now. They're really going through it. Well, apparently a star Harvard business professor was stripped of her tenure and fired for manipulating data in studies on dishonesty. I want y'all to check this out, man. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Also, thanks again for pulling up, man. Y'all are so dope. All right, so here's the story. Pull this up for you, gang. All right. when you fighting a good fight, man, at least make sure that you doing what you supposed to be doing. Make sure you doing what you supposed to be doing, because you're gonna be found out, man. It's people trying to take your spot. For real. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. All right. Hold on 1 second. All right. So in this story right here. All right. So Francesco Gino, a celebrated behavioral scientist at Harvard Business School, known for her research on dishonesty. You can't make this stuff up, bro. Known for her research on dishonesty, was stripped of her tenure and fired after an internal investigation found she manipulated data in at least 4 studies to support her hypotheses. This marks the first time Harvard University has revoked a professor's tenure since the 1940s, a significant action as tenured faculty are typically considered secure in their positions. Gino faced allegations of data fraud since 2023, leading to her being placed on unpaid administrative leave, banned from campus, and stripped of her named professorship. The investigation by Harvard's governing board, the Harvard Corporation, confirmed the misconduct. Gino denied the allegations, stating on her website in 2023, "I did not manipulate data to produce a particular result. I did not falsify data to bolster any result." She filed a $25 million lawsuit against Harvard. Dean Shrikant Datar and Data Colada bloggers, alleging defamation and breach of contract, though defamation claims were dismissed. The dismissal occurs amid heightened scrutiny of Harvard, driven by the Trump administration's actions, including attempts to cut federal funding, revoke tax-exempt status, and ban international student enrollment, adding a political dimension to the university's handling of the case. So as you can clearly see, this is her right here. All right. Apparently she was committed a fraud. She lost everything that she worked for. And this is so unfortunate right here, man. I don't like to see people fall. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just actually reporting on this, but I do not like I have an issue with seeing people fall from our own mess ups. You know, free will have us do this, guys. Sometimes we get so comfortable and we think no one will see or no one will find out, no one will notice. And this is when we're doing great in life. This is when we're killing it. This is when we're making things happen. And then things change and information comes out about you doing things you're not supposed to be doing. But the fact that she doubled down on it and tried to sue Harvard for $25 million, like really leaning into it, yeah, she definitely deserves this right here. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So, young lady, you effed up, and you are the Bama of the week. Week. All right. Shout out to you all. All right. In my next story, I like to show y'all this video that's on my X page. And basically what this is hold on 1 second. Let me pull it up. For some reason, my daggone X page is not showing up properly. Show more. What's going on? What is going on, bro? What is going on? What is happening? Okay, then I'm not going to show you that then. All right, so President Trump, let me see here. This isn't it either. This isn't it either. Hold on 1 second, guys. For some reason, I cannot pull up my X feed. It's acting up. What is going on, bro? This is nuts. Hold on 1 second. My X feed is not pulling up. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, I want y'all to see this right here. So, a lifelong Democrat and pro-migrant activist who was planning to vote for Kamala says she switched to President Trump after her quiet town in Colorado was overrun by illegals committing violent crime. I want y'all to see this right here. The reason why I'm showing this is because I love when people have a wake-up call. I don't like the fact that illegals had to pour through the country in order for us to wake up, but that happened to me. So when I saw it, it changed my mind. It changed the way I looked at things, and it actually changed my vote. If they did not allow illegals to flood into this country, I honestly don't even know. I don't know if I would have voted the way that I did, because that started it all. That started me really looking at the Biden administration, asking them questions that they refused to answer, and they just was blaming everything on the border bill, and I didn't like that, and I just wanted answers, and they never gave any, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And every time an illegal immigrant would do something heinous on our soil, murder somebody, kidnap somebody, beat somebody for no reason, rape women or girls, um, that made me wake up. It made me start talking about it and look into it even more. So I want y'all to see this right here, and I'm glad that other people are waking up. Hit the like button, gang, if you haven't already. Check this out.
So you were a Democrat?
I was
Have you
my
always
whole
been a
life.
Really?
I first voted for Bill Clinton and voted Democrat every single year until, November.
And what do you think of Trump now? What do you think of his policies on deportation?
You know
and such?
what? I can't tell you specifics about his policies, but what I will tell you is that it was not for Donald Trump, we might still be living next to gang members, because everything changed after he was elected.
So you feel a lot safer now that he's in the White House again?
I do, because he's taking it seriously. The Democrats simply ignored it. They said it was lies. They won't talk to people who have been victimized by this.
Now, I know you said you were a gun owner.
I am.
Yeah. Are you a gun owner?
Now we are.
Because of this?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you've turned from like a Democrat, Bill Clinton supporter to now a gun owner. Did you think that would happen?
Never in my life. I'm the last person. Absolutely the last person. I used to have a group called Teachers United for Immigrant Rights. We can't just have anyone cross the border. And if they're showing us that their intentions are not to live in a peaceful way with us, then why not deport them? And so people are arguing about the policies of that. And they're talking about due process. But I think we need to look at, do we interpret due process for people who have crossed our border illegally differently than US citizens? Because I think we also have due process, right? I mean, we're talking about the right to live peacefully.
Van, you're muted.
Thank you, brother. You ain't have to get on screen and tell me that, though. I appreciate you. Shout out to Tree Beard. So as you can clearly see, a lot of Democrats have been deciding to say, you know what, F this. We're going to do what we have to do for us. They went from not believing in guns. They went from believing in that we should defund the police. They went from thinking that that we were doing whatever we can. We were actually trying to take care of this illegal immigration issue. And we weren't making excuses to seeing the writing on the wall that we were being lied to and everything. And a lot of people were switching back up. So they went from not believing in guns, not believing in the Second Amendment, to going out and being gun owners now, to voting for Trump now, to going up against Kamala now, to saying F this. We're going to straighten things out now. That's exactly where I am. And I can relate 1000%. Sorry, I had to sit down for a minute after I blew my nose. I said, you know what, Van? Sit your tail down just for a second. I had to. So, but I wanted to show this to you guys because this is how a lot of people are. I don't think this many people have switched this quick to this side in a long daggone time. And it's because the Democrats fumbled the bag. They had everything and they did nothing. Please let me know in the comments if you believe, just with a 100 or a thumbs down, if you believe that within Trump's first 120 days, he's done more now than the Biden administration has done in 4 years. I'm talking about positively. I'm not talking about just busy work, just getting things done. I'm talking about getting things done that will move us forward as a nation. Like, because sometimes getting stuff done, random things done, is not necessarily positive. Like, busy work is not always productive work. You already know that. Most of you guys know that anyway. All right. But look at all these 100s, man. A lot of people understand that this dude not only hit the ground running, but he hit the ground running with things that actually make sense and will positively impact our country, not only for his administration, but decades and centuries after his administration are done. That's why they're so afraid, because they see the positivity, they see the productivity. They have to come together and make up talking points to go up against them, because what he's doing actually makes sense and it works and it's helpful. He got Tom Homan active immediately. And for that, I'm appreciative. But I have to say, guys, I am in question. I'm questioning this whole thing about the pardon of the sheriff. I don't know everything about the sheriff, but I do know that a lot of people have issues with what's happening with this whole thing. So I'm gonna show y'all this. We're gonna have a small conversation about it. The sheriff they're saying that he took $75,000 in bribes, and he ended up being pardoned by our president. So we're going to talk about this. Apparently his name is Scott Jenkins. This is it. This is him right here. This is Scott Jenkins, white man. I think this has a lot to do with it. If he was a black man, I promise you, the Democrats will be they will be quiet. They will bury the hell out of this story. They wouldn't say anything about it. They can care less about it. But here's his statement that he wrote. Sheriff Scott Jenkins, his wife Patricia, and their family have been dragged through hell, HE double hockey sticks, all caps, by a corrupt and weaponized Biden DOJ. In fact, during his trial, when Sheriff Jenkins tried to offer exculpatory evidence to support himself, the Biden judge, Robert Ballou, shout out to Robert Ballou. Listen, okay, I know y'all don't like the judge, but Ballou is the name of the high school I went to. Biden judge Robert Ballou refused to allow it, shut him down, and then went on a tirade. As we have seen in federal, city, and state courts, radical left or liberal judges allow into evidence what they feel like, not what is mandated under the Constitution and rules of evidence. The sheriff is a victim of an overzealous Biden Department of Justice and doesn't deserve to spend a single day in jail. He is a wonderful person who was persecuted by the radical left monsters and left for dead. This is why I, as president of the United States, see fit to end his unfair sentence and grant Sheriff Jenkins a full and unconditional pardon. He will not be going to jail tomorrow, but instead will have a wonderful and productive life. Okay, let's rap about it. So I went into, was it that post that I went into, or was it this one? Was it Cat Turd? Was it Cat Turd post? Or was it Benny Johnson's post? Okay. All right. So let's check this out. Let's go to this post right here, because I believe someone asked, what was Sheriff Jenkins accused of? They asked Grok, what was Sheriff Jenkins accused of? Here's what Grok was explaining he was accused of. Sheriff Jenkins was accused of accepting over $75,000 in bribes to appoint individuals as auxiliary deputies without proper training or vetting. He faced charges of conspiracy honest services fraud and bribery, convicted on 12 counts in December 2024. The court records also indicate he pressured officials to restore a felon's firearm rights. Okay, I asked you guys inside the poll, and let me see how many of you answered. 331 of you answered. Come on, gang. It's almost 700 y'all in here. It's almost 700 y'all in here. Y'all ain't answer the joint, man. Answer the joint. I want to see what y'all feel about it, man. All right, so I asked you guys, how do y'all think that do y'all agree with Trump's sheriff pardon? 79% of you said yes. 21% of you said no. All right. When I very first looked at it, and I was like, okay, he gave him a full pardon, a get out of jail free card after accepting $75,000 in bribes. This must be a little bit more than the crimes that he committed. So he's making a political statement. Do you feel like are you okay with Trump using his office to position people and get people out of jail after committing crimes that he know that we have evidence of them committing? Regardless if the judge is left-leaning or a Biden shill or any of that, are you okay with that? I have to say I am not. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. Okay. Sheriff Jenkins' pardon exposes the rot of so this is from Doge AI. It says Sheriff Jenkins' pardon exposes the rot of Biden's DOJ, overzealous prosecutors and activist judges weaponizing justice against political targets. The Pardon, Transparency, and Accountability Act of 2025 forces presidents to justify clemency decisions, but Trump didn't need bureaucratic paperwork to spot this travesty. A jury convicted Jenkins based on testimony from a tax-dodging informant and FBI sting theatrics, while exculpatory evidence was barred. So, what is this exculpatory evidence that clears him of the $75,000? Did he or did he not accept $75,000 in bribes? Did he not? That's what I want to know. If he accepted bribes, then his punk ass should be in jail. $75,000 worth, especially in that position. And he was making he was deputizing people who didn't deserve the jobs. If I'm reading this wrong, feel free to correct me. But I'm just looking at this from the eyes of a citizen. And that's how I'm asking the questions, from the eyes of a citizen, strictly. I'm not sure, but we are getting news from a dog and cat turd. Okay, listen, we are getting news from the internet. And I do realize that we're getting this from Doge and whatnot. $75,000 went to the department. All right, so the $75,000 was not for him. The $75,000 were donations for the department. And usually this is not a crime, is what you're saying. Because if you're saying this is usually not a crime, then what are we talking about here? All right, let me see here. Because I think he has a leg to stand on. Because usually when he does not, when he don't have a leg to stand on, there's a bunch of Democratic creators who are posting things about it, and they're saying how horrible Trump is for this. All right, let me see here. This young man has something to say about it. Let's play this and see what he has to say.
We have breaking news right now. Donald Trump just pardoned a West Virginia sheriff one day before he was set to begin a 10-year prison term for accepting bribes and deputizing individuals, giving them badges, law enforcement badges, in exchange for monetary payment. In a new statement, he writes, Sheriff Scott Jenkins, his wife Patricia, and their family have been dragged through hell by a corrupt and weaponized Biden deal. Random people badges. They were not vetted. They were not trained. Spread the word so more people know. The sheriff was literally accepting money and giving random people badges. They were not vetted. They were not trained. The sheriff was literally accepting money and giving random people badges. They were not vetted. They were not trained.
I mean, if this is true, That's a crime, bro. I'm sorry. That's crime. I mean, if you're deputizing people, was he giving people guns too? Was he giving people guns, or was he just giving them badges? Were they pretty much crossing guards, or did they have authority as police? That's the difference too. So you're just deputizing people and saying, hey, you get a badge. You get a badge. Everyone gets a badge, but no one gets a gun. No one gets the authority to go out there and arrest people, bring them in, like fight crime. If that's not the case, then what are we talking about here? And if the $75,000 didn't go to his bank account, then what are we talking about here? If it went to the department, that's what everyone does. Everyone does certain jobs so that they can get support by not only donors, but what you call those people who get out there and they, it's a name for them. Sheesh. Where I believe their whole job is to try to get donors to support certain politicians or to speak to politicians and donate to them directly. What's the name of that job, guys? See, I'm just trying to, I want to make sure that this is fair. That's what I want to do. All right, so the U.S. president gives an unconditional pardon today to Scott Jenkins. All right, let me see if CNN is talking about it. They are not. Yeah, nobody's really talking about it yet. There's no video of anyone talking about it yet. Let's see what y'all are saying. Yes, sheriff can deputize. Lobbyists, that's who they are. Lobbyists. Yes, lobbyists. So if lobbyists do this all the time, then where's the crime? This is what they do, right? All right. And you're not worried about one part. And listen, if the brother committed a crime and he locked up many people who committed crimes, then his ass should be in jail. That's how I look at that. I don't care about the politics of it all. If he committed the crime and he locked up many other people who committed crimes, then he should be locked up. That's what I say. I stand by that. That's what I say. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. They said he wasn't allowed to, let me see, he wasn't allowed to defend himself. Okay, so if he wasn't allowed to defend himself, then brother, then that throws the case. The case is thrown out if he wasn't allowed to defend himself. Crockett just took $850,000 from USAID. Then she should be locked up too. Lock her up. Lock her up. You know what I mean? It should be 50,000 of us standing out saying that. Lock her up and lock him up. Did he get a trial? If he didn't get a trial, then he deserves a trial. Let me see here. What else can y'all say? If he did the crime, he should do. If he did the crime, he should do the crime. What the hell are you talking about, me? But then again, what are you talking about? I know what you meant to say, but I'm gonna mess with you, Raymond. If he did the crime, he should do the crime. Shout out to autocorrect. We're gonna blame that on autocorrect. If he did the crime, he should do the crime. Let me see. Why is a judge not allowing evidence? Would it perchance clear him from being charged and convicted? I would say this: if a judge or a lawyer does not do what they're supposed to do when they're trying to press charges on somebody, and the person that's the defendant is not allowed to have their day in court, then yeah, the whole thing should be thrown out. Making a judgment on someone before they're allowed to submit any type of evidence of their own, yeah, that should be thrown out. Period. I'm with that 1,000%. I'm with that. So I don't just stand on the fact that, well, did he commit a crime? Did he get bribes or what? Yes, he got bribes. Then he should be arrested. Nah, there's a lot more that goes into that. It's a lot more that goes into that. But if he didn't have his day in court, yeah, everything gets thrown out, and that's on them. Listen, the judicial system does this all the time, and it should be illegal. Yeah, I wonder how many people are arrested right now. How many people are behind bars right now who wasn't allowed an opportunity to submit evidence that could potentially free them? Yeah. Yeah. So if that happened, yeah, pardon that guy. Lobbyists are pay to play. That is why China has so many of them. Let's see here. Congress takes bribes every day. All right. All right. So let me show y'all one more thing before we get on up out of here, man. And thanks again, guys, for being a part of what we got going on, man. Y'all are just dope. Y'all already know I appreciate y'all, man. For real. Hold on one second. Let me see something right here. All right, so here's our boy Scott Jennings calling out anti-Semitism on CNN. And as he did this, he got fussed at by 5 panelists right after it happened. I want y'all to check this out. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, man. And this happened. Y'all, and here's the thing. This is not new news, but it just shows us exactly what goes on CNN. This is what happens, bro. It happens all the daggone time. And also, hopefully you guys had a wonderful, we love you too. I love you too, Courtney. And all of you guys.
You would like to discuss the relative gatherings of anti-Semitism in this country going on over the last few months. And you want to talk about who's getting together where and what their political proclivities are. Let's talk about what's gone on all these college campuses. Let's talk about what's gone on the streets of New York City. And he is talking about the policy. He did have strong pro-Israel policies. He did take a hard line against Iran. And right now, the U.S. government is constantly loosey with the football, trying to deal with Hamas. The anti-Semitism problem in this country is on the left. It is not on the right. No. If you guys want to poo-poo what we have seen on the streets of America in the wake of October the 7th, the amount of ugly anti-Semitic people ripping down the posters of hostages. These are not Republicans ripping them down, okay? You cannot deny what we have seen in America since October the 7th, and it has only to do with one thing. Anti-Semitism is on the rise, and there are people who feel like now is the time to let it out, and it is ugly.
Marjorie, Jewish.
You're making a tactical argument, and everybody sitting at this table knows where the source of anti-Semitism is in this country. It is not on the right. It is not. So you're saying one person who got invited to a stupid dinner versus the thousands upon thousands upon thousands of progressive activists in the streets, that's the equivocation?
Actually, that's an insane equivocation for you. These college kids who are wrong, I have denounced those.
Well, that's your party now. Those are your people. Huh? Those are the people you seek to represent.
Yeah, because I would never belong to a party.
That's your coalition.
Yeah, Scott Jen is always going to CNN and whooping all their ass. That's just what he do. This is him going to the gym. I think he go to CNN just to spar, just to make himself sharper. And he always go there and he just beat the mess out of them. And they should feel bad for themselves, man. Shout out to Scott, who spent some time with his family, man, on the golf course, out there golfing. I've never golfed before. I've putt golf, but I've never been on a golf course. It's an expensive sport. I don't know if I can roll with y'all if y'all going golfing and whatnot. But I'll hang out in the cart and eat some chips. You know what I mean? Probably drink some water, eat some chips.
You would like to just,
you know what I mean? Just be chilling. All right. That's it, man. Did you guys enjoy this live stream? And if so, let me know what parts you enjoyed the most. did you guys not enjoy it? And what would you have liked to seen as well? What would you like us to discuss that we did not? What breaking news happened over the weekend or throughout the course of the week that you wanted us to have a conversation about that we didn't touch on? Let me know that in the chat because I want to make this better and better for you guys. Is this time slot good for you all? Would you prefer that is 8:30, 8:45 around the time we start? Or would you prefer that we start a little later around 9:30, 10 o'clock? Y'all let me know that in the comments because I want to make some adjustments so that the people who we serve get exactly what you want. It's like you're leaving the restaurant and you're filling out a little form, or you're rating us, you're giving us your 2 pennies, letting us know what we can do better and how we can best serve you. All right. I'm looking in the chat right now. Let me see here. All right. I ain't trying to sleep in, Sugar Shane. I actually like getting up earlier. I actually love getting up earlier. It helps me. All right. Let me see here. Not seeing a whole lot of change. You guys are saying you love it. 9:30 has been thrown out there a couple of times for a start time. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. All right. You guys have sound off. Okay, Courtney, I will. The massive kickbacks from Ukraine money. Okay, talk about that. Queen B said, I make the news not suck. Let me see. Thank you so much, Queen B, for being a part of this. Renee said 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nine would be great, 9:30. I prefer 9 or 10 a.m. Okay. Okay. I'm taking all this into consideration, gang. And just so you know, I actually enjoy waking up early and being a part of you guys' day. I like the fact that you choose to cut me on in the morning and just turn me on your television or your phones and or put me in your car or take me to work with you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. We're starting something that could potentially do some amazing things. Let's go back to our other camera because I want to talk to you guys about something real quick. All right, so what's going on again? So for everybody who has been purchasing the YouTube course, like a bunch of people have over the weekend, probably like not a bunch, but like 4 or 5 people have purchased the YouTube course over the weekend. I want to say thank you so much. And your journey is about to be fun. If anything, it's going to be fun. And it's going to have some support. And you're going to meet a whole bunch of good people that want you to do well. Make sure that you join our Facebook group. All right. You're going to receive a link to join our private Facebook group. Make sure you join it. We have currently 108 people inside the Facebook group. A few months ago, we had 40. All right. A couple of months ago, we had 40. Now we have 108 people in the private Facebook group. All right. I want to make sure that y'all just understand that we're growing. And inside of our group calls, we have more and more people pulling up. Usually those group calls are at 11:30 a.m. On Mondays and Wednesdays, sometimes Fridays, and 8 p.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays, and sometimes Fridays. All right. And also over the last week, we received two more VIPs. So we have two more VIPs that we just now brought on. I'm so excited. Like, we are doing some major things, and I'm currently about to hire new editors, and everything's moving forward. To God be the glory. I asked God for this. Here's the thing, guys. So my channel has slowed down a whole lot as far as the views are concerned. But it wasn't by accident, and it's not because the man is after me. It's not because I'm doing anything wrong. It's because I'm doing exactly what God told me to do. I'm just being obedient. All right. I was saying a prayer that I learned from a guy by the name of Myron Golden. It says, "Dear Lord, give me the wisdom to do the thing that you put me on this earth to do in a way that pleases you and serve the people you will have me to serve." So I started to tailor my channel after me being a coach. I'm a coach first and a content creator second. And when I did that, that changed things on my channel. All right. I put my commercial or my ad before all of my live streams now. That's not really the best thing to do, because you're stepping on YouTube's toes with regard to all of the ads that they can place on our videos. So whenever you put your own ad in your video, now YouTube can't put an ad there. Or if they do put an ad there, people don't want to watch all of these companies selling you stuff. And then when it's time for the content creators video to show up, you see another ad with them selling you stuff or showing you an offer or service that they're providing. And I knew that I would take a hit for that, but I knew that this coaching thing will really take off, and we're doing some amazing things. I'm so proud. I'm not bragging, guys. I promise you, this is me. I'm being grateful. I'm giving God all praise, glory, and honor for the fact that He said that if I move, He will continue to push me forward and make sure things happen as long as I take a step forward. Because the Lord only wants us to take one step, and He'll take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, that's how that goes. But we gotta be fearless in the steps that we take. And I'm talking to myself. I'm not talking to you. All right. And when it comes to this YouTube stuff, guys, I wanted to let you guys know this. I am not a guru. I'm simply a guy who was a God-fearing man, a family man, a father and husband before anything. And I figured out this YouTube thing, and I've been doing it for a while. And now all I do is brain dump. All right. All of the mistakes that I've made, I try to make sure other people do not. All of the money that I spent, I try to make sure other people do not. All right. So that's why we're helping people in the group. And when I put my whole machine behind my VIPs so that they can have like more of they have a team behind them. They can produce content without having to concern themselves with the technology of it all, editing, thumbnails, those type of things. We try to make sure that we do that for them, but we also show them how to do it so that they aren't fully dependent on us. They can go out and do their own thing after our partnership is done. Okay. But I'm just thoroughly appreciative because God said, as long as you are obedient, I will continue to bless you with exactly what you asked for. And I was like, God, this is what I want. And that's exactly what God gave me. Now we have amazing people. Amazing. I'm talking about amazing people, to the point that if I don't see some of these people inside of our group calls, I get concerned. And it's not because they need my services. It's not because they need my knowledge. It's because we're now family when it comes to this. We're walking arm in arm. Like, I'm a part of their journey and they're a part of mine. And I love this. I love this for them. I love it for me. I love it for all of us. So if you want to be a part of this, we have a YouTube course. It's the very first link inside of our descriptions. Feel free to check it out. And if you want to know anything about our VIP, you can find out some information through our link, that same link on that site. It'll tell you a lot about it. Or if you want to ask me and speak to me directly about it, reach out to me after you look at everything with the word VIP or the acronym VIP, and I will give you more information. All right. Until next time, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I am Van. This is the Morning Vantage and episode 32. We're doing some major things. Guys, all of my blues who helped out, Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate all the work that you do for me and for other content creators. And for everybody who submitted the super chat, thank you so much. I appreciate you. For everybody who bought me a coffee, thank you so much. And also Maria, thank you for my birthday card, my Trump birthday card that talks, and the Trump action figure that I have up there that says a whole bunch of different things as well when you push a button. So people are really, man, showing love, and I'm appreciative of it. Also, last person I want to thank is Treebeard. Shout out to Treebeard, man. Treebeard is dope, up and coming, like producer, director, doing his thing. The guy is awesome, and he's going to be working with some major platforms very soon. All right. He's just practicing with me. But shout out to Treebeard. I appreciate you, brother. And I will see all you guys on the next one tomorrow morning. Make sure y'all are here. And yeah, love y'all. Peace. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.